Chest and back today with the legend himself.
Or me at least.
The second smartest trainer in the world.
According to the first smartest.
According to the first smartest.
We won't name names.
Starting with the Magnum R today. Been trying to build up my traps and lats. I definitely want some more thickness. Like if you think it's dangerous in here. If you think of like Johnny Jackson, that's like I really like how thick the middle of his back is, and you know, if I can build up a little bit more of the lower traps around boys, that'd be great. Possibly a bit of erectus could help with that as well. I'll shoot for 4.
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing it.
Are you like dining now, or can you have off-plan meals?
Dieting.
Okay. Gonna see. We're gonna do a taco night tonight.
I'll bring
Yeah, I think
some
it's bigger.
chicken and
Sweet. I'll tell Carol to buy some like extra greens.
that'd be nice. Yeah.
So all the toppings. Like Terrence can put all the toppings on he wants. Extra cilantro, some extra onion. It'd be great.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Come on. Yep. Let's go one nice. I got you. Yep. Good. Nice set.
On Amazon called Secret Level, and it's similar to the show Love, Death and Robots on Netflix. But they had this episode with Arnold, and I wasn't quite sure because he sounds a little different, but it's the coolest episode.
Oh, nice.
They're all short too, like 10 to 15 minutes long.
Huh. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Yep. One more smooth one. Let's go. Yeah. Nice. Good. Ooh. Just 2 there, right?
Yeah.
Yep, come on. Finish. Come on, let's go. There it is.
Getting ready for that, what's that game where they have the colors on the floor?
Oh, Twister?
Yeah.
Oh, that's still around. I'm sure it's still around.
Prepping for that.
I should get that for my kids. They're probably like that. They just turn into a wrestling match. Play like 2 minutes and then start beating the shit out of each other. Come on. Go. Stick with it. Yeah. This is the two-way radio?
This is, I heard this song, it made it for some video game. I feel like they don't do a lot of music. I feel like they should be dropping like an album every year.
Yeah.
For the type of music that they do. Because a lot of it is like, even though it's unique, they take samples from other songs. You know, it's not like completely like original.
Yeah. I was like, you're fine. You're not buying new shoes every like 2 months or whatever. That's what he was fine. He's like, he always wants new stuff. So I gotta be like, bro, like you gotta learn to be like content. Sometimes we'll be like, feel my toe, we'll do this, like put his foot down, like push his foot down. Like, all right, buddy. I'm like, I know this one. I'm like, go like this one, Dad. All right, like you're fine. Nice move, Rick. Come on. Just there we go. Crapshoot with most pain is it's so complicated. And there's another great guy. I'm trying to remember.
That's why it always throws me off when someone like they see a picture of me online, or I say, "Oh, this is hurting," and they're like, "Oh, I know exactly."
Oh,
what
do
to
this, and I'm like,
it's like, great, bro.
Yeah,
You're the person I'm not gonna go see.
But that's stuff. So like, because I mean, I had some of that stuff when I first had like a bunch of my shoulder issues. Like when I was in high school, I like partially tore something that I never had diagnosed, and then just kind of let it get better. But that's like it kind of just something healed shorter, and the left side's always been weird. And then when I actually had something diagnosed at one point in time, I had like a slight, I don't remember what the grade was, but I had a separated shoulder. And but there's like degrees of that. So it was like the ligament was just very spaced out, and it really made sense with all like this generalized shoulder pain. And so anyway, at the time, I was like, here's all this stuff you do. And it was all this like trap stuff. It's like, do like trap 3 and do external rotation, all that. And like, it made it get better. But then like the whole thing is like, in retrospect, the thing that I'm 99% sure made it get better is I was just doing a lot of motion around the joint that was pain-free.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and that's honestly, whenever I tell people, I was like, stuff is like, oh, if you do stuff like, okay, I've got elbow stuff. It's like, you do stuff around your wrist, you do stuff around your shoulders. And if you can do stuff pain-free, often that will fix stuff. Like lots of elbow stuff I used to do like, so it's honestly any different, obviously the motion, like you said.
Yeah.
The thing that I used to do all the time that I have people do is do loaded supination and loaded pronation. And so sometimes if you do motions, because lots of times bodybuilders like will do shit, like, you know, a lot of people do flexion, extension, whatever. Yeah, so people will do stuff and they'll do it pain-free, but it's like, let's just try some different motions. And people are like, well, what is this working? And it's like, I don't care, who cares? Just do some different motions. And people are like, holy shit. And stuff like that. So it's like, that's half of it. I tell nobody wants it, because everybody, that's the whole thing. Everybody likes to be told, like we just like control. Like that's the human nature. Is like I want to be able to diagnose and I want to be able to treat.
Yeah.
And then people that have like degrees and shit after their name, they certainly want to feel like they can do that.
Know everything,
you know?
yeah.
And so that's why I can kind of understand the other side of that. Is like if you watch that Adam guy and you don't know anything about the industry, it almost sounds like he's never telling anybody what to do. But people are like, well, what the hell do I do with my knee pain? And his answer is kind of like I just said. And then people are like, and it's literally like, well, do some stuff that doesn't hurt and maybe it'll eventually go away. And people are like,
kind of shitty to hear, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, but that's where we're at, man.
It is, yeah.
And I mean, I think the other stuff that we have, like really if you want to do stuff, like I think, you know, in things we have with peptides, things we have with stem cell, other things that like I think like again, some electro stim stuff potentially, although there's nothing I can sign off on. I think red light stuff might have some merit. But aside from that, it's like everything else is just do stuff. No, but nobody wants to do tedious shit. No. Where it's like, that's the stuff where it's like literally like doing that is like the more you like do different wrist motions or something like multiple times a day, it's like just do this thing 5 times a day. And it's like, why 5 times? Like if I tell you 5 times, maybe you'll do it 3 times. Like, and that's better than 1 time. Oh, okay. You know, that's literally, I used to have therapists. It was good. I worked with some people that were like, I tell people to do this 10 times a day. And I'd be like, well, why? And they're like, the more frequent, the better. And hopefully they're at least doing it like 3 times a day. I'm like, that makes sense.
Oh, man.
Yep. Nice. Sweet.
All right. Frequencies that he has.
Yeah.
You know, the pills. He has a regimented diet, training program, cardio, sleeping schedule.
Yeah, I took a note I meant to write down.
He's just a bodybuilder, but like I feel like a little like
to the next level.
Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah.
I saw he uses. I have to see which one it is because I think I told you I had my cousin that's the is the PhD in neuroscience. When I was dealing with all my like health stuff, I told you I was having the vagus nerve stuff.
Yeah.
He had me get its vagus nerve stimulator.
He has that.
I saw in the preview that he has that. I was like, all right. And there's real research. I think that's something that maybe bodybuilders will figure out at some point in time, because in reality, it should help with any type of recovery, and that's something that should do something outside.
I wonder how much how much did that? You said you got one?
Mine was like $800 or something.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's like the one. So my cousin. I mean, the only thing that's weird is I have to look at. I was just talking with. I think I just talked about this with Ben when I had to have my class at MI40 with Tom when we got flooded here. And he was talking to me about it, and I was like, the only thing that's weird because I was recommending it to somebody else, like, because Carol's friend, like Carol had somebody at school that has, because I mean, vagus nerve stuff is like one of those things where it's like, if you regulate that, should be like good for everything. And and so she's recommending it. When she went to look at it, at least from the site, you can't get it in the U.S. anymore.
You went to what site? The Blueprint site?
No, the one to get the specific brand that I have for the vagus nerve stimulator. It's called like NeuroSim, I think.
There's some weird things. Like when I went to Colombia, they were doing some type of magnetic stuff too for my elbow, and it's not available in the U.S.
Yeah, and so when I was telling Ben that, he's like, it's probably because it actually works.
Yeah.
I'll do it as soon as I'm done with this set. I'm actually going to text my cousin about that.
It's kind of shitty, man.
Just to find out if there is any validity, because he would know, because he told me to get that one, because he's like, this is the only one that has, because there's a billion of them. You can just go type that in on Amazon and find
and there's a lot of shitty ones, yeah.
But he said because he works for I'll think of the medical group, Mount Sinai Medical Group, and they're the ones that have done the majority of the research for like the different frequencies or whatever that actually work, and they have on the site, you can look at all the stuff they've actually done that shows that, like, legit peer-reviewed research showing the benefit of it. And so anyway, I was like, man, that would really suck if you can't get it anymore.
Damn.
But I mean, here, all you gotta know is somebody out of the country.
But on top of so he's doing all that, but he publishes everything that he does.
Yeah.
It's on his website. I didn't look, but my friend looked. You can see his lab work. You can see literally everything.
That's what I heard. Like, I think the first person that told me about this was, Mark Fox.
I think that's pretty cool. But what he also does, so he has everything that he does. He takes all the results.
Yeah.
But he also has links to every single thing on an Amazon storefront.
Might as well.
It's smart. It's smart.
I should probably do it.
It's fancy olive oil. And it's a whole movement. Like, people around the world are like making these don't die groups where they go run and stuff.
Yeah. So this is the
You guys have seen Joe's YouTube channel where he's critiquing bodybuilders' workouts. He's done Ronnie, Jay, and Dorian. He's working on the next one. Personally, I want him to do Kai Green, but I think Kai's in the running with somebody else, maybe?
No, Kai's a good idea.
Kai's a good idea. Okay.
Maybe I'll do Kai next. Terrence request.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm always in touch with doing anybody that's passed away.
Do the 8-hour
arm workout.
Yeah.
It'll definitely make your arm circumference bigger.
Just
How long will it last?
I remember doing some crazy Lee Priest arm workout when I was younger.
Yeah.
It was like, I think 6 exercises for each muscle.
I've done some stupid stuff. I never did the 8-hour arm workout. I mean, by the time I was reading about it, I knew it was technically stupid, but I still wanted to try it anyway. Like,
maybe it'll work.
Yeah.
You don't
now
know.
I just know that if I did, like, my wrist would break or something, or my elbows would break. I wouldn't even be worried about the fact that it's just making a ball of inflammation your body's gonna have to deal with for like a month. But it's like,
oh man,
I just wouldn't want to permanently wreck my joints. Otherwise, I'd be totally down for it. Like, I'm down for doing some stupid stuff every once in a while.
Probably, yeah. My second pick would probably be weird. Either I would say Marcus Rule.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that picture of him just sitting down.
Yeah.
And he's just like this.
You know, one of the best chests I always like too. I guess you think of like a most muscular. It's actually Dennis James.
That was my second one because he's had that bridge just like
how
Marcus,
the whole way. Like when growing up, it's like if I could have like the way his front delts, like his delts through front delt through upper chest look, is like that'd be it. Yep, come on. Do the rep.
Go, 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 go.
Yep, finish.
Whew. Seems like Dave's gonna maybe switch into the DC universe for acting or movies, because James Gunn is in charge of that whole thing now.
Yeah. But I don't know how I felt about the Superman preview.
I don't know.
I mean, I hope. I mean, in James Gunn, I trust. But
I would say every other like thing he's done so far. Like I just watched like 2 of his shows that he's done on DC, and they're great. They're great. Yeah. Creature Commandos is like a cartoon, and then the one with John Cena.
Yeah.
Peacemaker. They're both really good. And everyone wants him to play. He's like a doctor in the prison. I'll show you a picture of him. He looks just like the guy.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
I still wish Dave would play Bane.
I think so too. I mean, he can bulk up one last time.
Oh yeah. It wouldn't be hard for him at all. Like, fuck. Give him 6 weeks. Dave would be huge. His body wants to be big.
Oh man. Yeah. So the one thing I remember, he wanted to play this game I really like called Gears of War.
Yeah.
That never happened, unfortunately.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Who was the last Bane? It was Tom Hardy, right?
Tom Hardy,
Hardy,
I think. Yeah.
He was good.
Tom did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all the villains from the Dark Knight movies. Were
Yeah.
That
That's the only
whole
thing, that's the only thing
trilogy,
DC's
yeah.
gotten right. That's a pretty much masterpiece. Yeah, that was the near impossible task too, to make that one good after obviously Heath Ledger passed.
You know, all 3 movies were good. It wasn't
That's what I said, yeah. Honestly, if you really go back, I mean, obviously Batman Begins kind of gets like left out of that a little bit, but it's like when you have to like introduce the character, like that's like half the movie is that.
Yeah.
And so it's never going to be quite as epic as sequels, but it's still the perfect like intro.
It really was.
Perfect intro, perfect still bad guy, still enough like going on that it felt like it had some like, substance to it.
Liam Neeson killed it.
Yeah, it's great,
Good
yeah.
job.
Which one was your favorite though? Out of
Definitely the second one with Heath. Joker.
Probably
yeah.
the second, yeah. I love the third one though too, man. It's really good. Yep. I got you. Finish. Yep.
Oh, okay.
And then he's asking something else. We were talking about like, he's like, do you pay attention much to like all the stuff going on? Like, he's always asking me like people about partial range of motion, all this. And I was like, a little bit. And I was like, that was like half of our conversation. I was like, so much of the stuff now is like, it's just not even like worth the discussion, like the way that people make it out to be. It's like, here's the smaller part, and people want to like fight over this stuff. And it's like, I said all of it, like even if we do, find something where it's like, oh, maybe this does seem better, or the study supports this method over that method, or relativity, I'm like, the magnitude of the effect is so small, we don't really have any idea what that looks like over the course of a long period of time, or like the course of a lifting career either. And I was like, so most of it's like, what the hell is the point? I found Karen and I found like a mini, like not our, we knew where our actual like wedding album was, but we found like a proofs book that just had like, an extra 100 something pictures or whatever that weren't in the album. And Karen and I's wedding was really fun because it was like so funny. We think about like we got married pretty damn young, and so like half the people at our wedding were like a bunch of like college buddies and stuff that like some I haven't seen in a while. I was like, I literally didn't even remember like them being there. I was like, oh shit, no. And I was like, but that was seriously. I was like, I was like, I'm kidding. You don't have to say that. I was like, as far as I know, they don't have a name. I said, I never saw anybody do them before I started doing them. I was like, so if you want to call them Bennett extensions, have at it. Whew.
Oh,
Seriously, I was like, I'm kidding. You don't have to say that. I was like, as far as I know, they don't have a name. I said, I never saw anybody do them before I started doing them. I was like, so if you want to call them Bennett extensions, have at it.